You're free now. Free to stream beyond your wildest dreams. Free to be everything you imagine, and then some. That's how it feels to have Quantum Fiber. Your world unleashed. Learn more at quantumfiber.com. Limited availability. Service in select locations only.
Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate. Not one based on the driver who treats the highway like a racetrack and the shoulder like a passing lane. Why pay a rate based on anyone else? Get one based on you with DriveWise from Allstate.
Not available in Alaska or California, subject to terms and conditions. Rates are determined by several factors, which vary by state. In some states, participation in DriveWise allows Allstate to use your driving data for purposes of rating. While in some states, your rate could increase with high-risk driving. Generally, safer drivers will save with DriveWise. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Welcome to the KSL Home Show. Brought to you by Osmond Designs. We open the doors for local home buyers and sellers with a fast-moving show about Utah real estate and home design. Here's Heather Osmond and Lindsay Aerts on KSL News Radio 102.7 FM and 1160 AM.
Welcome on into the home show today. Thank you for joining us. I am Lindsay Aerts here with Heather Osmond, who owns Osmond Designs in Lehi and in Orem. Heather, happy 4th of July weekend.
Good morning, Lindsay. This is so great. What a great time to be in Utah. Great time to be an American. Such great weather.
Yeah, I love the 4th of July. It is, I always just crave going outside, going to the lake, going to the reservoirs that we have here, right?
Yes.
Quote unquote lake that are so low right now. But yeah, I just crave summertime. So I'm so glad this weekend is here.
Right. And Stadium of Fires tonight. That's going to be fun. Tim McGraw, little Marie Osmond. Go Aunt Marie. Super excited to cheer her on tonight.
I feel like I need to be an honorary Osmond. Can I get adopted?
I think you're adopted.
Yes.
You're fine. You're in.
I know Nathan. I know Heather. I know David.
You're perfect. Right? We'd love to have you. The more the merrier. It's a big family. We wouldn't even know if you were there or not, Lindsay. We don't know half of the family. There's so many of us.
I'm going to steal the next family reunion. I'm going to slide in.
Do it.
Just you won't even know I'm there.
You're welcome.
All right, Heather. So Utah's housing market has been crazy for a long time, but now we are seeing interest rates go up. We're seeing the Fed raise the interest rate on purpose to cool off the economy, right? That is what they do. It makes borrowing harder, more expensive, I should say. And so that has an effect on the housing market.
Absolutely. No, and in Utah, we've talked about this every single week, but interest rates are still going up, but the real estate market is still on fire in Utah. People are making killer money on their investments, not only because of the equity, but because of, the tax implications, the discounts, everything, the write-offs, everything that's included with that. Utah is on fire. The builders cannot keep up with the demand. It's that supply and demand, and it's location. So if you are anywhere in the Wasatch Front near that freeway, there are some killer neighborhoods that are popping up all over the place. And before the builders can even build them, most of the time they are being pre-sold. There are waiting lists for these homes.
Which is so interesting to me because, again, the purpose of raising the interest rate is to slow the borrowing, right?
Yeah.
And cool off the economy. But you're saying in terms of how that's impacting the housing market, it's still red hot.
It's still red hot, and it may have cooled down just a little bit. But, when
instead of seeing the backdoor deals that real estate agents were having to do with all cash offers, right? And creatively writing those offers, maybe we're not seeing lines out the door, but it doesn't mean that houses aren't selling.
Oh, they are definitely selling. Instead of having 7 or 8 offers on a home that hits the market, you're maybe having 1 or 2 now.
But that's all it takes.
That's all it takes, right? But they say, this is actually from a Forbes article this last month, the cost of purchasing a home in the U.S. increased 55% last year. These are national stats. But it's still a great time to buy a home for so many reasons. So for this segment, we're going to go over some of those reasons why you should still buy a home. The National Association of Realtors just issued a report calculating that the cost of purchasing a home in the U.S. has increased since 2021. So just in the past year, after factoring in home value appreciation, tax reassessments, and mortgage rate increases. So from a seller standpoint, it is still a great market. You're going to get top dollar for your home. It is one of the best housing markets in decades. It's incredible. We love Utah. We are so blessed to be here. So that percentage gain actually translates directly into higher appraised home values, which means more equity in sellers' pockets when they decide that it's time to move. So many people are either upsizing or they're downsizing, or I call it right-sizing, whatever that may be for each individual family and the time of life that you're in. If you are a small family, if you're a new family with smaller kids, you want to possibly have a 2-bedroom where your bedrooms are close to your kids. So when they wake up in the middle of the night, you have that newborn, you don't have to go down a flight of stairs or up a flight of stairs to get to your kids. However, if you're an empty nester, or maybe you just want to be away from your teenagers, having that main floor master bedroom is everything to you. However, the good news for people like me that have lots of choices, that we can get the home of our dreams, there are things like the Parade of Homes that we just recently wrapped up in the Utah Valley area, and people are building their dream homes. They finally have the income to do that. They have more time, they have more money, and they're doing that. Other people are loving where they live and they're remodeling. And I believe because of the pandemic, we have been able to love our homes more than ever. We spend more time there. We're doing less traveling. National stats definitely are supporting that. And we just are investing more money and time in our homes. So it's a great time and a great investment to put that in your home, because your property values are going up even more than the remodeling and the updating that you're doing currently.
It was so interesting to watch how the pandemic impacted the housing market. Just putting us all in our homes and literally not letting us leave was like, I don't like that paint color there. Like the Home Depots of the world boomed and the Osmond Designs of the world boomed. And it was just so fascinating how our behavior in society and what we could and couldn't do just changed the market.
Yeah. And at the time, I don't know, Lindsay, if I've even mentioned this before, but we ran out of sectionals. We could not get our hands on a sectional. We could not get them in quick enough for people to bring their trucks and trailers and buy them. So since then, we've stocked up. We've purchased every sectional we can get our hands on. A lot of the upholstery in the industry right now is 8 months, 10 months, 12 months out. Still. Appliances, again, if you want those commercial grade appliances, they are at least 12 to 14 months out. So, plan ahead and make sure that you're prepared and ordering things before you actually need them, because oftentimes when it is new construction, that will delay your move-in date. And no one wants to be sitting around waiting for their new home for a stove or a refrigerator or whatever that may be. The market is still hot, not only across the nation. Many buyers, especially millennials without kids, have also been stashing cash that they normally would have used for purchasing a home. They've been going out. This age group is wanting accessibility to walk to restaurants and parks and all of that. So if you own a home in those urban areas, good on you. Those prices have increased even more than a lot of the suburbs. And it's a great place to invest in those college towns. Utah has plenty of those between the U of U, BYU, and UVU. There is plenty of money to be made. And I think that's why the Vineyard area is doing so well there in Utah County, is because they're brand new homes. And those student housing developments people are loving to rent a home versus a condo with people living on top and below them and to the side of them. It just gives those older college age kids, kind of that feel of being in a home environment with their animals, and dogs are becoming all the rage too, including my daughters who own one. Actually, they own 2 dogs.
Right?
Each daughter owns 1 dog.
That's brave.
I know. Here we go. Right.
See, I live by the U, and I kind of secretly want someone to come knock on my door and make me an offer on my house. Like that was happening for a little while.
If you put a sign out, Lindsay, it would be gone, and you'd be homeless tomorrow.
Because I feel like people say that all the time. They're just like, oh yeah, someone knock on my door and make me an offer. And I was just like, that doesn't happen to me. I want that to happen to me because I don't have any plans to move. But like, if you offered me the right amount of money, I might consider it.
I'm out, right?
Yeah.
Almost any expert that I've spoken to this week agrees that the current housing boom is not a bubble. Housing core fundamentals are still strong, meaning the basics of the supply and demand, as well as the mortgages and household balance sheets upon which these foundations are based, aren't about to shatter the glass house. So here's some specific reasons why now is a good time to buy. Prices aren't going down. That's number one. And we could go on for a long time about that. We've touched on that. Number two, mortgage rates. They are still so low. I know we're spoiled. We're used to the 2%, 3%, 4%, but I mean, most of these are hovering around 5%, which is unheard of.
I know. It's hard to think of 5%, though, when you were at 2%. You play the shoulda, woulda, coulda game, but you got to look big picture, right?
Yeah, and it may continue to go up. So grab them while you can. Yeah. Definitely get yourself a fixed rate. Taxes, there are so many tax advantages of owning a home. So keep that in mind. Rents are increasing. They are still going up. And the more the interest rates increase, the harder it is for people to buy a home. So if you are in that position, do it, because not only will your mortgage payment be paid, but you're getting all the equity, over 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, 30 years. That home is going to be paid off and you'll still have all of that equity. And last but not least, just wealth building. Just like we were saying, you cannot make a better investment than real estate right now, especially in
so important. Heather Osmond, Osmond Designs in Lehigh and in Orem. Not only is she an interior design extraordinaire, she's got all the knowledge and expertise in the real estate market in Utah as well. We'll take a break. More on the Home Show in just a minute.
It's the KSL Home Show, sponsored by Osmond Designs. If you like talking about Utah homes and real estate, then this is the place on KSL News Radio.
Welcome back into the Home Show today. Thank you for joining us. I am here with Heather Osmond, who owns Osmond Designs in Lehigh and in Orem. For all your furniture, interior design, and decor needs, you've got to get to Osmond Designs because just stunning showrooms. You have Heather in Lehigh and in Orem. You're moving to Traverse Mountain in the coming years, and it's going to be an even bigger store, and I'm very excited for you.
Thank you so much. We have so much fun, probably too much fun, honestly. Our Traverse Mountain store, the plans are in the city. We just were approved. Building permit is in the works. So we're super excited about that.
If you've ever been to Heather's stores, the stores now, like, she bought existing space and filled them with her beautiful furniture. Imagine what she can do when she designs her own building.
From start to finish. It's going to be an adventure, and you're going to hear about it right here on the KSL Home Show.
I love it. I can't wait to dive into the process with you. But Heather, another thing you've been working on is the Parade of Homes, which has been going on in Utah Valley. And you have your fingers over lots of houses in the parade. You design those homes. You put in all the finishing touches. You put in all the furniture, where it should go, the paint colors, all of that jazz. I want to know what's trending this year.
Right, Lindsay, we are tired. The parade just ended this last Saturday. We are just trying to clean things up and get all of the furniture that the people purchased out of the homes that we staged delivered to their homes. And people are just raving about the parade this year. It was a great show. There were 24 homes in the parade in every price point and all over the Wasatch Front. Everything from Alpine clear down to Woodland Hills, Payson. Mapleton was a hot spot this year, and just so many fun things to see. One including furniture, which is probably my favorite. I'm a little biased. Of course, we offer interior design services. We are full service, all exterior, all interior, but we love furnishings. And that's just something that everyone can do. Everyone can't always build a brand new home, but everyone can buy something new in their home.
Yep.
And it really does make all the difference. There were some distinct 2020 trends for this year's parade. And so this segment, we're going to talk just a little bit about that. Our just refreshing your home is in full swing. It's maybe just a June thing. I don't know. The weather's been hit and miss this past season and the summer. I think we even had snow
Yeah, who knows?
In
It's
early
Utah.
June one day in
Yeah.
Alpine. I was like, what is going on? But it's easy and fun to do a quick or extensive refresh on your home. And all of our spaces at one time or another need just a fresh breath in their space. And the latest trends and all of that were showcased in the parade. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Okay, so trend number 1. Curves are making a big comeback. So for a while there, everyone wanted just clean lines, right? Just very simple, very basic. And now we're seeing more round dining tables and chairs that have a little more of a curved back or a curved seat.
I think I'm behind the trends already.
I just can't catch up.
I still like a clean line.
I do too. And these are very clean, modern curved lines as well.
Right.
They're originally popular in the 70s as part of that mid-century modern look.
Oh, I love that.
Which I think is really fresh and fun. And a lot of, the millennials are still loving that style and that look. We went away from everything being black and white and gray. And now we're adding just a little more warmth, which I'm obsessed with. I love combining both of those. So you're getting that updated feel, but I'm just a little spoiled. I like my home to be casual and comfortable and cozy. So I love those warm woods. And that's just my personal taste, but definitely we saw that in the parade this year too. Okay, trend number 2, black is still hot. It's in cabinets. It's a lot in furniture. It's still moody. It's still chic. But then we can also combine it with some of those natural elements that we were just talking about, the woods, the wickers, the caramel leather sofa, and just really bring that warmth in. And I just love the contrast of black. It's a Ralph Lauren basic. It's never going out of style. Black, white, gray, tan, brown, oftentimes even navy blue. Those same colors in your wardrobe. They're classic. You won't ever regret buying those.
Do you have to be careful with like a black? I'm picturing an accent wall of some sort. If you put that in too dark of a room in a basement, I feel like that could sink everything in. But where you might, have a lot of open light, right? A big black bold wall could be really cool.
I think so too. And I think you just need to scale things. So you don't want to use super dark colors in a small basement room without the proper lighting, because it again makes it feel like a cave.
It'll be a dungeon
that no one wants to be in. However, we are using a lot of black wallpaper, black paint, black cabinets, even in a powder bath, where sometimes there's not a lot of light, but it's bold and it makes a statement. And if you have the proper lighting, we can pull it off. And it's pretty cool.
That's cool.
People are loving that in offices right now too. It's moody, it's dramatic and fun, but of course, you don't want to paint your entire office but maybe a cool accent wall, we can pull that off. And as interior designers, we can help you make all the right moves so that you're not spending hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars or tens of thousands of dollars and then having to redo things later. Okay, trend number 3, textures. We are still loving all the textures. I have so many textured pillows at my home. I'm using them more than ever in the Park City area. Bedding, throw blankets, rugs, all of that.
Okay,
so,
this is off topic, but where do you put all the pillows on the bed when you're not using them? Because you don't sleep with all the decorative pillows. Where do those go? Because they end up all over my floor.
Right? I just have a little corner in my master bedroom that I tuck those in.
Okay. There's not a basket or a bench or a...
I mean, if you have one,
Okay.
you can,
All right.
but I just tuck them in the corner. A lot of people put them at the foot of their bed, but there's nothing better than a beautifully made bed.
Yeah, the problem is I don't make the bed.
But when you do, Lindsay, your whole day goes better.
Okay, all right.
It's so much fun.
All right.
Okay, I know we're running out of time, but number 4 is just natural elements. People are loving homemade, curated items, whether that's a wood bowl. My sweet little dad used to make these wood bowls and candlesticks and things. And so they have meaning to me. I have a salt and pepper shaker in my kitchen on a really cute tray that my dad made that I love. So just bringing that personal touch in is so great. And then trend number 5 is just flexible pieces. So like you were saying, maybe it's a bench that is in your master bathroom that also can be somewhere not only that you put a tray with a candle and a beautiful glass jar with bath bombs and things, but it can also be your vanity bench, or can be somewhere you sit to take off your shoes, and just having things that have multiple purposes are all the rage.
Such good ideas. Heather Osmond, Osmond Designs. We'll take a break. More on the Home Show in just a minute.
Welcome to the KSL Home Show. Brought to you by Osmond Designs. We open the doors for local home buyers and sellers with a fast-moving show about Utah real estate and home design. Here's Heather Osmond and Lindsay Aerts on KSL News Radio 102.7 FM and 1160 AM.
Welcome back into the Home Show. Thank you for joining us. If you are just finding us, this show is on every Saturday here on KSL News Radio, but you can also podcast any episode that you've missed. Heather has guests on almost every week where they are breaking down Utah's real estate market and interior design and everything from mattresses to accessories. You're going to learn it all here on the Home Show. So just search for the KSL Home Show wherever you podcast. Heather, how are you?
I'm doing awesome. How are you, Lindsay?
I'm so good. It is so good to be with you. Parade of Home season wrapping up, which means it's the off season for you now.
It is. We had a good nap. We put our showrooms back together. We are happy at Osmond Designs again, which is so much fun. You know, we love the Parade of Homes, but it is exhausting. It's always nice when it's over. We can breathe again. And today we get to talk about all the fun things in the parade that we were so excited to showcase for you. If you're not familiar with the Parade of Homes, it is a 3-weekend event. It goes for 2.5 weeks total, and we see all the latest and greatest of the best products and the best talent in the state of Utah. This is a national event. People come from out of state to come to the Utah Valley Parade of Homes. In fact, 2 years ago, they won the Best in the Country award, which is pretty cool. We're very, very proud of that. One of the biggest and coolest things in the parade this year was bathrooms. They were talked about probably more than any other room in the parade this year. So we're going to talk a little bit about what the winners were, what you should do in your bathroom if you're thinking of building a new home, or if you're thinking of remodeling a home, maybe some ideas that you can implement. Some of these are very expensive ideas, and some are very simple and a little more affordable. So
it's so interesting that bathrooms are the room everyone cares about right now.
Well, it is kind of important, right?
Yeah, you spend a lot of time in there.
Yes, and in the real estate market, they always say kitchens and baths.
Okay,
right?
All right.
Spend your money there, you will get it out. So whether you live in a huge sprawling mansion, a big, huge home, and you really don't need a lengthy skincare routine, or you don't have to spend hours soaking in a tub to really appreciate a modern and well-designed bathroom. In fact, the right touches can help make something as mundane as brushing your teeth feel like an elevated experience. Primary bathrooms might be ample opportunities for modern elements. So make no mistake that even a small bathroom can be stylish as well. So some of the ways that we're going to help you improve your bathroom will be just adding just a little more luxury. So let's start with just fluffy towels. If you've had great towels, you'll never go back. Not only do they add texture, they can add style. There's different pattern tile. Let me fix that. There are some great pattern towels out there right now, and in all different kinds of colors. So that is a very, very inexpensive way to update that. And really, some of these things that we're talking about, the towels, the rugs, those simple things add that ooh and ah that you walk in that bathroom and it just makes you smile. Okay, number one, a symmetrical spin. Everyone wants a bathroom that has 2 sinks or 2 vanities. There's nothing better than having your own space to brush your own teeth and you don't have to share with your husband. So if you have the space, add that second sink. We all need bathrooms that have storage. So if you have the opportunity to add multiple banks of drawer space, do it. And if you don't, add a cabinet over that toilet just to give you a little extra space for even shaving things, all those guy things, cologne, perfume, extra hand towels, all of those kinds of things. So keep that in mind. Number 2, go for the bold. Just because you have a small space doesn't mean that you have to skimp on style or luxury. I love wallpaper in bathrooms, specifically bathrooms that are more for show than for use. So that half bath is a really great place. It's the bathroom that everyone, all of your guests, all the general public will be in that bathroom. So make it memorable, make it fun, and have them come out of that bathroom and say, that was really cool. One of my favorite wallpapers that we recently did was in a Park City home in Promontory. And it was actually a leather texture, but it was in a really cool color that I call greige. It wasn't really a gray, but not really a beige, but it seriously was stunning. And those homeowners get so many compliments on that wallpaper, and it's probably their favorite and my favorite that we've recently done. Number 2 is make a cool mirror. Put a round or a geometric mirror in that space. We do not always have to do the square glue-on mirrors with no trim on them. You'll see those a lot in starter homes, but do something fun. Add a little flavor, add a little style with that mirror. Third is decorative lights. Your bathroom does not have to be boring. You do not have to just have that big box store bath bar in your half bath. Make sure that that's fun. Make sure you have plenty of light. And that's a really great investment to make it look like you spent a lot of money, but maybe you didn't. Okay, marble is all the rage right now. Not only is it in the countertops, specifically for bathrooms, but also in the flooring. And what people are loving right now are the white marbles with the gray veining. There's even Calcutta Oro that even has some brown and gold veining in it. And that is a really great investment, specifically in those smaller spaces. It's usually double or triple, or can even sometimes be 5 times the cost of a porcelain tile, but I think it's worth the investment. And, you know, in a small space, sometimes you're only looking at a couple $100s to do that. So keep that in mind if you're planning on building a home or remodeling your home. I love wall treatments. We have used full slabs, not only on fireplaces, but also in showers, master bathroom showers. There's definitely places in your home that you want to splurge, other places that you want to save, but that's a great way to add some wow. Art pieces in those half baths are also a really great investment. They're small, so you don't need huge pieces of art, but make sure that they have meaning to you. Make sure that they have a wow factor and are fun. Okay, farmhouse. People still have that modern farmhouse home, and they want to add a little style and a little pizzazz, and an easy and inexpensive way to do that we did in the parade this year was just adding some shiplap. Super simple. It's sold at every box store, and oftentimes it's one of those DIY projects that you can probably do yourself. It adds just a little rustic style. Sometimes if you just stain that, or if you paint that, it can be just a little more modern farmhouse. So keep that in mind. Take a seat. This is my next one. Chairs, benches, poofs everywhere. We are loving those. People just need flexibility and versatility. And I think in Utah, we have obviously more kids than any other state in the country, but we love to entertain, and we don't need to have our home set up for 20 visitors at all times. So just having a couple extra poofs or some extra bar stools that we can pull out for those gatherings is more important than ever. One of my favorite things that we sell at our store right now is a sofa table that actually has 3 little stools underneath it that you can pull out at any time. And so that way, when you are just at home and it's just your family, when you do have pizza or ice cream and maybe you're watching a movie or the Jazz game's on or whatever's going on, then you can have your kids sit at that sofa table and eat instead of on your upholstery, which is so, so good. And yes, you can have a beautiful home and have it functional too. So accent chairs are great, right? Put those anywhere and everywhere that you have space for those in your home. It just makes it cozy, adds a little more softness. And especially if you do those in neutral colors and then have your pillows be the fun, trendy things, they will last forever. They usually are not the most used chairs, so make sure they're fun. Give them a little bit of style. Benches in bathrooms, I'm loving those. Vanity stools. And I think it's just great to have somewhere to sit whenever you need it. So love that. Okay, number 6. Stay golden. Brushed gold is still coming on very strong. Not only is it in plumbing fixtures and faucets, but it's in decorative lighting, soap dispensers, picture frames, and I am all for mixing metals. So it does not have to be an all gold bathroom. It can be gold and chrome. It can be brushed gold and satin nickel, or I've even done lots of brushed gold and black. So just add a little pizzazz, and brushed gold for me is usually somewhere I really love to use in a master bathroom or master bedroom, just to add just a little more elevated elegance. If you're remodeling, definitely do that. One of our favorite things about the Parade of Homes is our partnership with Central Bank. They are trusted bankers and loyal friends, and they honestly, I'm a little biased because they are my bank. They have invested not only in my business, they've believed in me as a business owner, but they also invest in our community, and they are local. And I love supporting local. I know how hard they work. They have loan committees on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and they have the ability to get answers to you back quickly. Things are not being sent overseas. They are not sending loan applications to out-of-state underwriters, and they are investing in their neighborhoods, which I think is fantastic. They've been serving Utah for over 130 years, and they are proud supporters of Utah. Thank you, Central Bank, for your involvement with this home show on KSL Radio, as well as the Utah Valley Parade of Homes. Go check them out.
Yeah, Heather, I wasn't able to go to the parade this year, but just hearing you describe all the things you love about it, I am certainly sad that I missed that. We'll take a break. More on the home show in just a minute.
It's the KSL Home Show, sponsored by Osmond Designs. If you like talking about Utah homes and real estate, then this is the place on KSL News Radio.
Welcome back in to the home show today. Thank you for joining us. Every week I get to sit with Heather Osmond and talk about interior design and the housing market here in Utah. And Heather, I love your store, Osmond Designs in Lehigh and in Orem. I go in there and I'm just overwhelmed with beauty. And I want to know, what are your favorite things right now? What is piquing your interest?
Oh, Lindsay, there is so much. This last week we did the Utah Valley Parade of Homes. I guess it was actually for 2.5 weeks, 3 weekends, 2 weeks, full weeks of fun. And what's great about the parade is we get to oftentimes select everything that goes in those homes. We have builders, specifically Firefly Homes this year, that just said, here's my money, just make it look good.
Take my money.
Take my money.
Let's do this.
So we get to go in and use the latest and greatest.
I want to say that to you often, Heather. Take my money and do my rooms.
It's so fun,
yes.
right?
Yes.
But we get to use the brand new things that no one's ever seen before, that we haven't even ever had in our store before. So those are the things that we love to showcase in the parade. People are paying $20 per ticket, and they don't want to see stuff that they have seen 3 years ago. Right? So that's the fun of the Parade of Homes. Some of my favorite things in the parade this year are, of course, sectionals. We cannot keep them in. I don't know if it's a Utah thing. It has to be a Utah thing, because I talked to these furniture reps and they're saying, you are selling more sectionals than any other store that we sell to across the country.
A lot of kids, we need a lot of couch.
Yes, it's the families, it's the large homes, it's a combination of all of that. But I think we have the most comfortable, incredible sectionals that really are sold anywhere in the market right now. They are exclusive to Osmond Designs. We pick the fabrics, we pick all the pillows. Once you sit in one of these sectionals, you'll understand what I'm saying. So if you're in the market, come check out the sectionals. It was one of the furniture pieces that in every parade home that we had furniture in, people said, where did you get that sectional? Can I buy that sectional? We're like, well, that one's sold, but we have 27 other fabrics that you can pick. So you can customize things, which is really cool. Pick your base fabric, pick your pillows. A lot of the stuff we already have in stock. We have not only a 15,000 square foot warehouse, we have 10 containers, plus we have 2 stores that are over 22,000 square feet full of furniture. So if we don't have it, maybe it just doesn't exist. I don't know. And I think just having in-stock product right now is everything. Bring your truck and trailer, come and pick it up. So we're really excited about all of the sectionals. Upholstery is still all of the rage. It's not in stock everywhere, and so it's hard to find and takes a long time to get. So come check those out. Okay, some of the other things that we loved in the parade this year were pillows. We love pillows. If you walk into our store, we are known for pillows at our store. We have tons of bookcases full of different pillows. And what's great about those and why we carry so many is because it's trendy. It's fun. It adds color. It's inexpensive. It's easy. Yeah. Anyone can do it. It transforms your sofa. It transforms your bed. It transforms that space. So just adding just a fun new pillow. We have these great leather pillows. We have fur pillows. We have floral pillows for summer and spring and everything in between. Again, Osmond Designs, if you mention that you heard this segment on KSL today, you will receive an additional 20% off. We did run a 20% off sale only during the parade, but today it's your lucky day. If you need anything at Osmond Designs, the entire store is 20% off only if you mention you heard it on KSL today.
20%. That's a big sale.
It's a big sale.
You usually
it's
do
our
like
biggest.
10. Yeah, that's the biggest.
Yeah.
Okay, price drop. Osmond Designs. Get there. Stores in Lehigh and in Orem. Heather, always good to chat with you.
So good to see you, Lindsay.
We'll be back next week on The Home Show.